all. Hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are safe at home. And I hope that you have we seen the previous videos also. So we are continuing with the file handling. In the last video, we have seen what is a file, what are the different types of file available, and what are the different operations that can be done with files, having a file, and how to open a file and how to close a file. So in addition to this, in this video we'll be studying about how to read from a file and how to write the data to a file using the programs. Okay, we'll start how to read from a file. To read from a file, you have to use two functions. You can have three functions actually. The first function is dot read, read line, and third one is dot read lines. All these three are having different functions, but basically they read the data from the file. So file handle, do you remember we create a file handle, and what is that file handle? File handle is used to when we open a file, when we opened a file, the first address of the file where it is being stored is assigned to the file handle. So we are using file handle dot read, the function read, within brackets an n is given. N is a number. If a number is given, it reads only that much bytes from the file. If n is not given in read function, it reads the entire file and give it to you. So read function reads the number of bytes specified inside the bracket from the file and it gives the. So then comes the read line function. What is the difference between read and read line? Read reads the total number of bytes or the specified number of bytes, but a read line function takes line by line. It reads a line of input, and if n is specified, it reads at most n bytes from that lines. Read bytes in the form of string ending with line characters. You know, end of line is a new line character, so it reads that much. And also another function is the read lines. Means it reads all lines and return them in a list. That is read lines. Read specific particular number of bytes. It takes a specific number of bytes from the file and give it to you. Read lines gives a line of input, and if you specify n inside that function, it reads that much bytes from that line and gives you. What about read lines? Read lines read all the lines from the can give you file and give you. Okay, we'll see some examples. See, you have a sample file there. This is one example. You have to write this program in the notebook, and you can see that you have to specify the file is the text file used is data.txt. It is just a notepad file. You know how to create a notepad file, text file. Before starting executing this program, you have to create a sample file like this in the notepad, and then you have to try this program, run this program, execute this program. So you're having randomly written some sentences. India is my country, and that's we have our pledge here. And see, there are different lines. First line ends at heritage, second line ends at worthy of it, third line is I shall give respect. So see the program. The program my file is equal to open data.txt comma r represents reading in the read mode. You are opening the value, opening the data .txt in read mode, and my file is a file handle here. Now str1 dot read within n. My file is a file handler. My file will contain the starting address of the data.txt. My file dot read will read 10 bytes from the file data.txt and store it in string 1. Next, from there 5 bytes from where after the 10 bytes it will read 5 bytes and store it in the string 2. After the total 15 bytes are read now. After that, it reads the total file, that is read, we have not specified any value. So what happens? It reads the entire until it reaches the end of file and store it in string 3. Is that clear? String will be storing only 10 bytes because we have not read anything before that. Then it will read, from there you read 5 bytes. Then after the remaining total and store it in string 3. And you can see the output, what is happening. Output in first read will be, that is str1 will be containing India is M. Why? Because we are reading only 10 bytes there. In the second case, taking 5 bytes from Y, you are calculating 5. Y and COU. Why? Because after that, we are reading 5 characters. And from there, after that, COU, again read function will read the whole bytes. So it reads till the end of the file and store it in string 3, and it is displayed. Hope it's clear. This is another example of file. See what is the difference between the first program and the second program? In the second program, the same input file. The only difference is that in the first read function, I have not given any bytes. So what happens? It reads all the content from the file and store it in string 1. So I have read till respect, and from there nothing to read more. So what happens in str2 and str3, there will be nothing. That's why when you print str2 and str3, there will be nothing to print. Why? Because in the first read function, we have read everything and stored it in str1. Now the reading pointer is just like you are having a pencil and you are pointing to first section, first sentence, second, first character, etc. And you reach the end of the file and you stop there. And there is nothing to read from that after showing any output for the second string and the third string. So we'll see some more examples. This is another example which shows, which uses read line. First line, the opening is similar to the previous one, the first line. Line 2 stores the second line. Line 3 stores the first 10 characters of or 10 bytes of the third line. Is that clear? First line stores the whole line, that is read line. In read line, read only one line of a file. So when you comes to the next line 2, it stores the second line because of the read line function. Third one is also a read line function, but it takes only 10 bytes. So that's why it is coming like that. Another example. What is the difference between the same program? What's the difference? The only difference is that I have given an end. There an end of line was already given, and here the end of line is, when we are specifying that this end of line, new line is not inserted here. In the previous program, there was a new line inserted. Here the new line was not inserted during the print functions. That's the only difference. See what happens if there are more lines and we want to read line by line. What happens? Write that much times read lines. It's a repetitive function. So how do we reduce repetition in programming? Of course, we use a loop. Now, using the while loop here and the read line function, I am reading the whole lines one by one, and I am displaying it. See, you are using a while loop here and I am using a read line function, and each time if something is there in str, the process continues. Is that clear? So first initially I make str as an empty string, and then each time calls the read line function, the one line will be stored and it is printed. Next time again when I go for reading, there is something str, so it the read line, the whole line is called and it is printed. What happens the fourth time? Nothing will be there to read, so the loop closes there. So the file is closed at the end. Is that clear? Now, we learned how to read print the data that has been read from the data file. Now we'll see for what all these things can be used. We can read the data, okay, then you can use this read data for anything. This simple for calculating the size, maybe with blank file, blank maybe there, or end of lines are there, everything, but without how to do also is in this program. The same input file we are using, data.txt. You can see the program starts with opening the file. A string is initialized to size is initialized to 0. T size is the total size, which is initialized to 0. Those are some local variables used, and you start reading from the file using a loop, while loop. Read line function is used to store the first line. And what happens? Length of string 1 is calculated using length function, and that is added to t size. So when first line is read, length of the first line is calculated and it is added to the t size. In the first time it will be 0 plus length of the first line, and size is equal to size of the same line, but we are using an extra function there. What's the name of that function? Strip. Strip will completely avoid the blank spaces in between, new lines, everything. Okay, if there is an end of line, deleted, and then the size will be calculated. But in the normal case of length, what happened? Everything including blank, end of line, everything is calculated for calculating the length. But in the second one, size, strip function will remove all the blank spaces, end of line, etc. Okay, so size stores the actual length excluding the blanks. T size will contain, so continues until all lines are read. So ultimately after the loop, t size will be containing the total size of the string in the file, including the blank and end of line. Size will be containing the size of the file excluding the blanks and end of lines, and finally it is closed. See, what we are learning here is how we are using the data that has been taken from the file to work on some other it can be taken and work for some other purposes. Okay, just we have to learn as how you take the data after taking it in as a variable, in a variable with you. So normally how do you do programming for other variables? Just like that, you can use those things inside that. Exactly. For example, so this is not the end of the session. Now I'm stopping the session here, but will be continuing in the next video. The session contains writing onto files also. Okay.